Hi everyone, it's Anne here again. What I have here is one of Reenie's digis. It's the correspondence set. This is one of the envelopes. They come two on an A4 sheet. Well, that's how I printed them. You can get them just one, a bigger one on a sheet. But they're so pretty and I wanted to play with them. So what I've got here that I've made are just some cards that I've put lace around the edge. Put a little postcard on the back of that one. That one has got a postcard on it too. These ones have got journaling cards on, so you can write on the back for your journals. And the tag has journaling space on the back. This little envelope I made, and I included a little piece to write a note on. Okay, so let's attempt to make this little envelope and card. Clear the decks, and I've already cut out one of the envelopes and I've scored it. I'll cut it out very well, now it looks. Let's trim that up. Okay, I might bring up a different coloured board because it's hard to see white on white. That might be better. Now, I've got some lace here, so we're going to need that. And I've got some double-sided tape. And I'm going to need a little piece of extra card. So the first thing I want to do is cut out a piece that's the same size and shape as the flap. I found the easiest way to do that is just to put it on the edge of a card. So that gives me my straight edge. And then I need to draw around here, but I don't have a pen, so excuse me.
5 hours later.
So there I have a piece that should be the same size and shape as the envelope flap. Making hard work of it. I'm not wearing my glasses, which I'll no doubt get in trouble for from the editor. But they'll have a lot of fun with this video, I'm sure, because they like to, my daughters like to add their own little touches here and there, as you might have noticed.
Total lies. We're completely innocent.
Which actually, secretly, I find hilarious, and I love it when they do it. Anyway, that's my little flap piece. So now I'm going to put some double-sided tape along the edge of this flap. Now, because it's curved, I'm going to have to do it in pieces. So I'm not going to worry about these very end bits because I'm going to fold the lace in. So I'm just going to go up the side there like that, and then I can pull off the backing and go down the other side to there and pull off the backing there. A little bit of glue that's hanging over, I'm just going to fold in. Alright, now get some lace. And I'm going to leave an overhanging piece because I want to fold it in. So I'm going to leave about 1 centimetre overhanging, and then I'm just going to put that on the edge, the very edge. And it will stick to the double-sided tape. And when you get to the point, you can either cut it off and put a piece down this next piece on, or you can put a little pleat in it. I'm going to attempt to put a plate in it. It doesn't always sit flat though, I've found, but let's hope it does good enough for the video. And then I'm going to cut it off about 1 centimetre past the other side. And then with some glue, I'm just going to fold those pieces in. Stay put. Oops, too much. Just before I turned the video on, I discovered my usual little glue pot was all gummed up because I forgot to put the lid on, so I'm going to have to revisit that.
7 minutes earlier.
Oh God, now the pins, oh, broken it. Okay, hang on Rain, I need to find some other glue because that's not going to work. Alright, so I've just got lace stuck along there and I've turned the ends in. Now to get the other piece that we cut out, I'm going to put plenty of glue on it, particularly around the edges. And then stick that down over the top. So what we end up with is that. Okay, and now we can just fold the envelope, the little score lines. Put a little bit of glue on it. I'm having a bad glue day today. It's going everywhere. Didn't cut it out very square either. Let's trim that little bit off. Alright. So there we have the envelope with just lace around the flap. I'm going to put it under something heavy just to dry, excuse me, old granny iron that I've had the wire cut off and I just use it as a paperweight. It works really well. And so next we're going to do the little card that goes inside. I've already cut a little piece. Depends what size envelope you use as to what size your little card for inside is going to be, but remember you're going to add lace, so cut a piece of card and then add a centimetre or so each side for the lace so that it will still fit in the envelope. I'm going to put a little bit of journaling card on the back. So I need to cut out the card, the journaling card, to be the same size as the front of the card because it's going to act as the back of my card to hide all where I've put the lace on. Okay, now same deal as before. I'm going to put some double-sided tape along the edge. Oops. Those of you who have a keen eye will notice that I'm still in my pyjamas, which is part of the course here, I'm afraid. My family phone me up and they know me well enough now to say, oh, I'm just going to pop round, are you still in your craft suit? Because my craft suit is what I refer to my pyjamas as. And all my craft suits have got lots of glue and paint on them. So alright, so now we strip off the backing. I want just the backing, not the whole glue, please. I don't know how they would ever use that iron in the olden days because it weighs about 3 kilos. Your arm must have been really aching by the time you'd done the ironing. Right, so now we have our sticky, double-sided sticky tape, and I'm just going to overhang each side by about 1 centimetre because that's how wide my lace is. I just cut it off. Alright, last piece. Alright, now take the journaling card piece, put a bit of glue on it. A lot of postcards and things they used way back when, they used to put lace on them. In fact, I have a book somewhere of old postcards that belonged to my great-grandmother, and there's quite a lot of lace on some of the postcards. They've been decorated with beautiful lace. And I also remember getting a card as a child from my grandmother that had lace on it. Okay, so we've stuck that down, and now I'm just going to tidy up, put my glasses on, tidy up the edges of the lace. I'm just going to square them off. Okay, that looks fine, and you can just put a little bit of glue on the corners if you want to just secure those two pieces together where they overlap. Alright, there's our little notelet. Pretty. Right, let's see if I remove this, it's stuck to the bottom. Let's see if that's dry. Yes. And hopefully the card will fit inside. Like that. It does. Alright, so that's all there is to it. Not difficult, but I want to show you something that was difficult and why I didn't make a video of it. Let me just move these away. I made these others and they've got lace that's gathered around it, and I think they look really pretty. But the problem is it's so fiddly, and I know a lot of people don't like to sew, but I'll tell you how you can do it, in fact, an easier way than I did it, because I used, I gathered the lace with a needle and thread, and then I used glue to stick it down. But I thought, since an easier way to do it would be to gather the lace with a needle and thread, and then use your sewing machine to stitch it on your underpiece, your lining piece, not the front. Stitch it on the sewing machine around your already gathered lace, and then put your top piece on, and you'll have the same effect, and it will be nice and strong and even. Because when you're trying to do it with lace that's gathered and moving about all the time and trying to get the glue to dry, it's fiddly. I did try using hot glue, which dries a lot quicker, and that did work, but it left a thicker line around the edge, which was already thick because I'd used lace. So anyway, I'll leave it up to you. Have a go doing it that way if you feel brave enough to. And if you know an easier way, please let me know. This one I really like, a round one, and same way, just using different one of Reenie's digis and a postcard on the back. I also did an old postcard. I'll shift that now because it's the same colour. And I thought that came out really nice. There's another postcard on the back, but I could have used a journaling card. They would be really nice in a vintage collection. So there you are. Have a go and make some old-fashioned. Yeah, I don't know. They used to iron with that. Weighs a ton. Make some little fancy cards for your journal, or they're nice to send to a friend with a little message, or as a gift card. That you can use them in all different ways. So there we have it. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon in the next video. Have fun crafting. Bye for now.